We're back in the game. Previously in the GodBreaking, you guys invaded the dungeon, sprung Elwyn, Kildrak, and Ashok out. Deimos managed to fight Sigma 4 in a bloody duel to the death, in which he did end up killing him. Deimos finds out that his cat is missing, much to his dismay. And then you guys send off one of the blood hunters named Silas, the lycanthrope who is he has an aspect of the panther. He turns into the panther. One of them is basically Karen's right hand guy. Went off to look for Captain Fluffy Paws, while the rest of you went to the king's palace, in which you were eerily allowed free passage into the palace. After a bunch of rigmarole and talking, it turns out that the king's daughter's nursemaid was really a demon in disguise. A demon named Celise. So you guys call her out. She basically says that you are interfering in her business, and she's not very happy with you. Alright, so you are in the king's throne room right here. The room is covered in emeraldine. Since Deimos and Ashok are not here tonight, the players are not here. So wait, Kildrak, you're playing Deimos, and Elwyn, you're playing Ashok? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So Elwyn, you currently have the princess in your arms. Does anyone of you have any questions or anything to say before the shit hits the fan?
Weren't you going to try wish, see if we could wish all the emeraldine away?
No, it's not gonna happen.
And maybe
Oh,
someone should try to convince the dwarves to help us, just in case. You know, in case
Alright.
dwarves are assholes.
I'll do that too, but I'm going to try... Does Deimos have a divine intervention available?
No. He used it when he found out that the cat was missing. And he failed the roll.
And it hasn't been 24 hours.
It
Okay.
has not been 24 hours.
Okay,
Try the
I know.
wish spell, if you can.
Really,
Yeah.
he used that for a missing cat.
Yeah, he did.
What do you expect?
He was
Deimos?
totally insane. But try to wish the emerald away, and that'd be at least, you know. better
Worth the
try
9th
than
level
not to.
spell slot at this point, yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the king is right here. Right there. He is currently, as soon as all this went down, as soon as Zelise revealed her true form, he kind of doubled over, coughing and just vomiting blood all over the floor. So he's collapsed on the floor. His attendants and his sigmas have come around him, and they're looking at the king. They're attending to him because they're kind of distracted at this moment.
I'm gonna yell out, demon!
Okay. So there's a bunch of people.
Ashok's not on the map either.
Alright, hold on. There's a bunch of people everywhere. They are...
How many
there's
guards
kind
are
of
in this
chaos all around. Oh, there's at least a dozen, if not more.
room? What are the guards like looking at when they see that she turned?
They're kind of in shock. They're looking at the king. So the guards had surrounded you. They had kind of corralled you guys off in this area to get you away from the king. That's why you guys are all kind of grouped over here. So the guards are like here and here, cutting you off. Here, let me actually put some of them on the map here.
Like
We're
50
also
of them?
missing, what's his face? The paladin.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. I'll add him. So let's see.
I know he don't got magic, but he can slowly hit like a bitch.
Let
So
me just add guards.
So warrior-ish.
So these are not all the guards in the room, obviously, but they're representative of guards in the room.
okay, I'm going to yell as soon as I see her transform to the demon, and it kind of hits me, and I want to say, yeah. Well, actually, I want to wait on that. Hold on, never mind.
So did we get back all our stuff?
Your armor
Yes.
and weapons and
Yes.
stuff, yes. But you are still
But there's still emeraldine.
there's still emeraldine everywhere.
Yeah. When I would just try it. It's not. You're not going to use it anyways while the Emeraldine's around. Just try a wish spell. See if he'll give you a roll or something.
Okay. So
Right.
you
Is there
guys.
like a spell I can cast that would just like pour into the Elmerine before he does the wish? Can I try to overload it?
You can try to do whatever you want. I mean, so if you guys try to do something, we're obviously on initiative, so you're not going to get free actions here. All right. So everything you guys do, everyone else is going to react as well. Okay. But she has
Well,
just
I'd say-
transformed into her form, so and you guys have reacted a little bit. Killjack has kind of shouted out, called attention to the situation. Who's doing what?
I'm going to attempt to make a Braveheart speech here in a second. I'm just kind of.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I think we should try to overload it with like our highest levels, and then you wish. Otherwise,
This-
we're basically worthless.
Well, the thing is we won't get simultaneous actions anyways. So if Ellen's going to
Yeah,
cast
but,
the wish
you know,
spell,
if
that
we can
has to be the
spend, like
first.
our first. I'm just on for us mages, not for you or anyone else. Just me and
Got
him.
spell slots.
If I cast the wish spell
Yeah,
and nothing happens, I have a 33% chance that I can never cast that spell again.
This is correct.
Really want me to try?
Okay, well, there's like a 60% chance we might die here. So, yeah.
I'll leave it for last resort.
Yeah,
Okay.
that spell is
But,
written.
you know, when we die, you know, you're gonna wish you had used it.
The way Wish reads, there's only a certain number of things you can do that are guaranteed. If you try to do anything else, which you're allowed to, you have to roll, and if you roll poorly, then you can never cast Wish again.
And my strength goes to 3, some other stuff goes to 3 for like 10 days. I can't cast any spells. It's
Why take wish spell if you're not gonna use it? Simple as that.
Oh, it's super
This-
useful,
this
and it's the most powerful spell.
Yeah, but when all the mages are afraid to use it because, you know.
Even within its defined limits, it's the most powerful spell.
Yeah,
Any
well,
other thoughts, guys, before I make you roll initiative?
now or never. That's my opinion.
Killjack, were you going to say something, Feldorn?
Just if no one reacts, I'm gonna make a speech.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I just say, this isn't exactly, but paraphrasing, sister brothers, now is your time to prove yourself to your king. You have seen what this demon can do. Defend your king by destroying her. We have power. Well, yeah. No, yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
That was a bad speech.
I said that was a paraphrase.
Roll,
be
roll,
like Nancy DeVos.
roll a persuasion check, just for the hell of it.
Minus 20.
Can I get, like advantage because I'm a dwarf?
No.
And dreams. Wait, why do I have a minus 2?
disadvantage because there's
why-
like something in his beard.
Wait, why do I have minus 2 to my persuasion? Oh, because that's Deimos. Never mind.
Roll it. Okay. You shout out and you do call some people's attention. Yeah, I mean, some of the dwarves that are surrounding you, just they kind of turn and they look and they say, "He's right. This evil creature here, responsible for all our woes." The king is like, what do you call it? Seizing on the ground. His body is vibrating and shaking. Sigma 1 and 3 are both tending to him. Sigma 2 stands up and turns and steps forward this way and says, "Destroy this creature! All right, everybody.
I'm glad he's the one who
Sigma
stepped up.
2.
Say what?
He's the big, bulky one.
He's a little bigger than that, so he's a little bigger. Yeah, I'll show you the picture just because I like showing pictures. Sigma 2.
He's a tree trunk, a literal tree trunk.
All right.
Somebody's been hitting the steroids.
Yeah. Is there no accusation of magic against this guy? Because he looks like he's been using magic to buff himself up.
Just all natural supplements. All right. Let me roll initiative for
I want to
everybody.
talk to him afterwards.
You guys, go ahead and for your primary characters, I'm gonna roll initiative for everybody, but I want you guys to roll it individually just because. For your primary characters, go.
Does that include Deimos?
No.
Technically, it's an artifact weapon, so it still has magic.
Yep. Okay. So what happens at the beginning of the round? This blood hunter here he's kind of waiting on orders. He's gonna hold his action to see what happens. Feldern, you're up first.
Damn. I'm gonna move to about there. That should be all my movement, and then I'm just gonna wait to see what the demon does before I move in to try and slap her around a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, that's why I'm first. I rolled a 25. Holy shit.
Good.
I'm gonna hold up my hand for everybody to hold back for a little bit. I'm gonna do some.
All right. The blood hunter 2 here is also gonna hold on for a little while. Sigma 3. You hear her gasp, and you hear a shriek and a scream across the room as a tendril of blood flows across the floor. So this is let me show you here. There's a little bead that's hanging down from her chest there. That's a little gem, but it just radiates like it looks like solidified blood. And from her limbs and from the wounds in her arms and from this bead, drips of blood are hitting the ground, and it flows across the ground like this, and it's going pretty quickly. It's like snaking its way across the ground, and then it darts over here to the king's body. So it's still attached to her. There's a trail of blood, a very thin trail of blood going up here and then to the king's body, on the ground, and his body begins to twist and seize and warp as his skin peels back, and all sorts of nasty stuff happen here. He rises up, and where's my picture? Hold on, I have it here somewhere. Shit, where did I put it?
Hey, Midas, my Fantasy Grounds is really lagging right now, so I'm gonna log off, give it a few seconds, and then try to log back on.
Okay. Give him a second to do that while I thought I had this picture saved. Did I just save the... Sorry about this, guys. I normally have all these things set up ahead of time. There's okay. Okay. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dusting.
Yep.
Alright.
That's the king?
Yep. His skin peels off. His body just warps and bubbles, and there's still this trail of blood, linking him to the demon. It's just like on the ground, just like a stream of a thin tendril of blood. But the king just kind of begins to stand up, and that's what he looks like. So Sigma 3 screams, and or gasps and takes a half step back. You hear screams coming from around the room, and there is like mass panic. People begin to rushing out of the room. All right, just like charging out of the room. Euphemia.
The counselors, not the guards, right?
Yeah, counselors, normal citizens, attendants, courtiers, all this stuff. Basically, all the civilians start rushing away. Okay, Euphemia, your turn.
What? My turn? I guess I'll attack the demon with my bow. Do I even have a bow? Or crossbow?
You have a bow. Oh, your crossbow?
Didn't I pick the crossbow up? That's whatever that was.
Yeah, you did. I think I put a crossbow in your inventory.
I have no idea how to use a crossbow, by the way. How do they work?
They're like regular bows.
You pointed
thought
at something
there
and
was, like-
pull the trigger.
Is there like an ammo restriction or reload restriction?
Yes.
Yeah,
Whatever
only
it
one
is.
round. So if you get 2 attacks, unless you have a special feat, fire 1.
So I can only fire once.
Correct.
Unless you figured out how to use a repeating crossbow, which these are.
Probably don't. Okay. So I'll aim the heavy crossbow
You're
and
gonna shoot through everybody?
This is like
can I?
You're staying behind Quigley, and there's a bunch of people in the room. You can't even barely see her. So it's 3/4 covered. You're -5 to hit from where you're standing.
Can I move here? Is that better?
That's better.
Okay. So I can attack now.
Yes.
Okay.
As
Yay, meaty damage.
your bolt flies across the room, it strikes her. However, as it hits her, the gem on her hanging from her neck flares up, and blood just like a mist of blood just fills the air around her, and it catches the bolt in the air, and it clatters down to the ground. She takes no damage.
That's not fair.
Okay. That's her blood shield. Anything else?
I guess I'll do a bark inspiration to Quigley.
Okay. Elwyn, your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna hold the baby tight in my with my other arm, reach around the pillar and point my staff at her.
Okay.
And that way I only burn her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire.
So she fails.
Want me to roll the damage, or is she gonna...
Go ahead and roll it.
I didn't know damage.
4, 5, 6. I'm gonna re-roll the 6 ones.
Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You rolled that as a shot.
17. Okay. 1788. Alright, so a burst of fire fills the room as the red dragon head of your staff just flares up. Normally, she you look at her and she doesn't seem to be afraid of fire. But as it strikes her, all of a sudden a look of shock enters her eyes, as she begins to writhe and scream. For some reason, this fire affected her.
Good. Then I'm gonna run
AKA Legacy.
back this way and shielding the baby in my other arm.
Okay. Alright. But normally you get the sense that she's not very afraid of fire. Okay, Sigma 1 is a little bit aghast. He stands up, he's looking at this creature in front of him just a little bit like it was his father, the person that he was sworn to protect, and now it's something different. He's also still quite hurt. So he makes the mistake of taking a step back, and this reddish blood creature pounces on him, but is not able to swing to hit him. He turns to you all and he says, "The fucking hell is happening here?" He looks at you all and he says, "What have you done? What have you done to my father?"
Can I
Looks
get
like
a
your
response?
father's been dead for a while.
Yes, you can reply.
That demon. Oh.
We haven't
Oh.
done nothing. We haven't done anything. As you can see, this is all the demon's doing.
Okay.
Feldorn looks at him and says, "Are you fucking blind? Don't you see a fucking demon over there?"
I see hideous creatures everywhere. He looks down.
Then stop looking in the mirror.
He looks down at 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 Celise, the demon. And he shouts out, "Guards! Destroy the monster! Protect the king!" Okay.
I think this portrait better represents Feldorn now that he's wearing half plate.
Okay. Quigley has locked eyes on the demon, and he is going to pull out his pillar, and he barrels across the room, just shoving creatures aside. The blood hunters go rolling on the ground. These guards get pushed aside, and Quigley charges up to Celise, and he is gonna cut loose. Let's see here. He gets 2 attacks. He is going to rage. He is going to reckless attack. He is going to. There we go. That's about it. Targets Celise and swings, and the first hit makes contact, but again, this flash of blood mist in the air just surrounds her for a split second, and his pillar passes through it and makes no contact with her at all. A bit flabbergasted, he attacks again. This time, for some reason, the pillar strikes true, and her performance is rocked. She shudders with the impact. Okay, Ashok.
Right. Ashok is going to make his way behind this pillar, peek out to the side, and take a few shots.
Don't forget the oath bow.
Yeah. Take a couple of shots with his bow, and before he first arrow, he'll whisper in Elvish, "Death to my enemies," and use the demon as his. Whatever it is. Oh, it's with advantage as well. I'm just gonna roll it one more time.
Okay. Alright. Again, you see the mist of blood fly up in the air, and that arrow is completely deflected.
And the second one, he's gonna sharpshooter that shit.
Okay. Okay.
And he will move behind the pillar and take cover.
All right. It is Deimos' turn. The second
Okay.
arrow managed
I
to
just
strike
gotta-
her, but again, it doesn't seem like it's doing full damage. But it did look like it hit her.
Okay. I'm just reading his shield real quick. Okay, cool. Deimos is gonna go up and punch. Yeah, punch the demon.
Okay.
It's the unarmed attack. Okay.
That will miss. That was a terrible roll. Although, why are you disadvantaged?
What? That I don't know.
Restrained.
Oh, he
Oh.
he was grappling earlier. Hold on 1 second here. Plus 14, 8. They dropped the 8. That would have hit. Okay. Barely would have hit, but it hit.
Okay, so it hit. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the damage then.
Okay.
Does it go through?
Does not. The blood shield flies up in the air, and his fist just passes through and makes contact with nothing.
Alright, I want to attempt to grapple then.
Okay.
What does he roll for that? Strength or
Try to
athletic?
take the gem from him. From her.
I'm gonna grapple first. I'll do that.
That's athletics check. She doesn't necessarily have proficiency yet. Okay. Deimos reaches in and grapples her. Okay. Kind of like grabbing onto one of her arms and just pinning it to her side. He's right in next to her.
And then with the other hand, I'll start like retching her neck by one of her horns.
He can hold
Like
on
pin
to
her
it,
face to the ground.
but,
Yeah, like,
yeah. There's nothing.
Just
else.
shove her face in.
You've already used both your action and your bonus action, so.
Yep.
All right. The blood hag is going to step forward. He's going to. The king is no more a part of, and there's no semblance of himself still in this creature. He Yeah. Okay. He like takes his claws and he like grabs the tendrils of muscle and sinew and ligament in his throat, and he just shoves his claws into them and spreads and tears slightly. You hear the sickening sound of flesh and muscle tearing as a spray of blood, a mist of blood, emanates out from him. It fills the air around him. So this is a
He's gonna affect them.
what?
I'm just saying. I'm just thinking out loud. He's gonna like infect everyone and turn them into blood zombies.
What happens is that everybody in the area, everyone within range of him, so it should be all those people, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and dwarfs, make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, and they start taking
it
necrotic
poison?
damage. No. It's just blood getting on them and just totally just eating away at their skin and their bodies, just spreading all over. Yep, that's it. Killjack, it's your turn.
Okay. You want to know what sucks about paladins?
What?
They only get one channel divinity. It's not based on the wisdom modifier like it is with a cleric. It is one channel divinity per day.
Yep.
Sucks.
I think at a higher level you get more, right?
Nope.
You
Always just
you
one.
used yours already, right?
Yeah, I made the guy because I didn't think. Yeah, it was stupid. I'm gonna do what I do best and walk up and attempt to smack.
Okay.
I had to be over here.
Okay.
And my channel divinity only worked because I used the weapon special effect, right?
Your channel divinity worked because it was channel divinity. Your smite
no, I
only
mean,
worked because
yeah.
it was weapons. Yes.
Smite, that's what I meant. Okay. I'll still attack.
The first hit does no damage.
Okay, why did I have it? Oh, I forgot to take advantage off myself. Hold on.
I'll take it off.
Oh, I have a button for it.
Oh, alright. Well. Second
Well,
hit
the second
connects.
hit. Okay.
That does full damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah, no good bonus actions.
Alright, on Kieran's turn, you see him hunch over into a feral kind of crouch, and he springs across the room, vaulting around a pillar, just kind of like, sneaking by Quigley, and he reaches out with his two long swords, one in each arm. He's got his Crimson Right activated. Yep, everything's turned on. He targets the demon and swings once. The first attack hits but does no damage. He swings with his offhand, critting her. Then swings with his main hand again with a second attack. Okay, and that's going to cost him psychic damage because, oops, too much. +5. There you go. Because he used his Curse of the Marked to get extra damage there. Alright. Sigma 2 is gonna, not quite sure what's going on. He's gonna step in just like over your head, Kildrak, and he's gonna attack her. The first attack hits, but does no damage. Second attack hits, or misses, and then he kind of steps back out of range because he can't be on top of each other. On her turn, you hear a cackle. Actually, one, two, three, four. She, who would she use this on? Honestly, she'd probably use it on Quigley. And then unfortunately Quigley doesn't have a very high AC. She lashes out. This time, a heavy red tendril snakes out from one of her from her back. It wraps itself around Quigley's neck, and you guys see it snake up behind his ear, and like pierce into the back of pierce into the soft spot where there's like a gap in the skull behind his ear. Quigley just
if I did -10, would it still hit Quigley?
How are you gonna do -10?
Ward, Channel Divinity, War God's Blessing.
Oh, for Deimos?
Yep.
Use your reaction to grant a creature a -10 to the roll. 1, 2, 3. He's used 2 already this game.
Yeah.
He can do it if he wants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got 4, right?
All right, so use it. It misses Quigley, as Quigley just, with Deimos' blessing, kind of shakes off the attack. In frustration, she is going to use her legendary action to emit a terrifying burst of, like a scream. And this is every creature in the room. It's within 100 feet of her. Okay.
What are we rolling?
It's going to be a charisma saving throw. You-
31, okay.
You are fine. Hold on, let me roll this.
Remember,
because-
Quigley has bardic inspiration.
Okay. You guys are all fine. Deimos is actually... he fails. Kildrak fails.
Okay.
Okay, so I need you guys to remember that. Remember what happened. Okay, so Deimos fails. Kildrak fails. Ashok is okay. Oh, Ashok fails. Elwyn's okay. Feldorn's okay. Euphemia is okay. So I deselected you guys.
Did Quigley make it?
I'm gonna roll. Actually, let me roll it for Quigley too.
Because it doesn't use his bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll it for everybody. Which everyone happens to fail.
Wait, even me?
No. I just deselected you guys already.
Well, how about Quigley? Did you use his bardic inspiration?
Quigley. What's a Quigley roll?
It's funny when you rolled it for everybody, all of a sudden Deimos succeeds.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just gonna adjust that. It looked like I didn't have Quigley selected. Yeah, I didn't have Quigley selected, so here's Quigley.
Actually, Deimos should have succeeded the first time because clerics have a plus to charisma.
Quigley fails miserably, and even fails.
Yeah,
with
that
bardic
ain't gonna
inspiration.
help him.
Alright, so he's
That
gonna
wouldn't have
take
helped him,
25
so no
damage.
point in using it. Oh, he still has bardic inspiration.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. So you guys all, at her screech of blood, her scream flies through the air. Kildrak, you exceed your hit points. You fall over, unconscious. Everyone else in the room is in pain
Kildrak die already.
because he was dueling with the dwarf.
Yep.
Oh,
Alright, and that was her legendary action. These dwarves in the room, these guards, are all collapsed down unconscious on the ground. There is a side effect to this ability here, the Majesty of Ragnarok that she used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'll hold on to that for now. Darius is going to... Oh, Darius didn't roll that. He's fine. Darius is going to pull out his long sword, or his great sword, and just kind of
He still has his oath.
step forward. He can't get to her. It was too far away.
He would still take his oath now.
Yeah, he'll take his oath. And he'll use a dash action to get here. Alright, these blood hunters are going to come over here. They're going to rush this creature, the hag, formerly the king, and they just start going to town on it. just tearing it apart, slashing. The other one does so as well. Okay, Feldorn, you're up.
Alright, before I make my move, did we come to the consensus that me summoning my packed weapon is not magic, or is it magic?
Oh, it's absolutely magic.
Alright, so since I can't do that, I let my rapier fly.
Okay.
I love Midas's response. Oh, it's absolutely magic.
Oh wow, I missed with an 18.
Anything else?
Nope,
Alright. Sigma,
can't cast spells.
Sigma 3 is not too happy. I'm going to roll with her insight check. Yeah. See, the Sigmas are sworn to protect their king. They forswear any kind of oath of, or any kind of name or honor or privilege or anything like that. They're basically the Kingsguard from Game of Thrones. And she's not happy with these blood hunters tearing into her king.
That is so dumb.
Hey, the king of, or those guys always killed their own king, so it would definitely help kill him.
So she tears into Blood Hunter number 3 and disarms him. His one of his swords goes clattering across the ground. Euphemia, your turn.
Well, since no one wants to try to get rid of the spells that's stopping us from actually, winning this battle, I'm going to use the bow again.
You can still hit with your sword, which would do...
Blah blah blah, what?
Your sword would
Can't
do
hear
more
you.
damage.
No, when my sword would not do more damage. It would do the exact same damage.
But the blood mist.
Yep, 0 damage.
Okay.
Whereas if you attacked with your
Nothing
sword,
else
you
I can do. It's not a magical sword. It doesn't do anything extra that this bow doesn't do. Move back a little.
Elwyn, your turn.
Is there any can I take any cover behind the statue?
Yeah. You probably have
I'm
to
gonna try to.
stick yourself in a corner back here like that behind the statue.
Okay, that's what I did then.
What penalty do you want me to roll? I'm just gonna peek out from behind the pillar here and shoot at the blood hag with the crossbow. I know there's some people in front of it.
It's a -2. That's a half cover. Hits. Okay. It's taking a lot of damage. Your crossbow bolt flies true, just strikes it straight in the face, and the thing you see it just sag and crack, and it crumples down to the ground.
All right. And I'll run over here and get behind this pillar. I'm gonna have my wings kind of drape over the baby in my arms, so she doesn't see none of the bloodshed and stuff.
Okay. You hear Sigma 3, a scream of rage and despair. Sigma 1 is also distraught.
I'm gonna tell him, stop being stupid. Don't you see that demon? That's it. Hide behind my pillar.
Yeah, roll persuasion real quick. Okay.
Fuck yes.
Alright. Sigma 1 agrees with you and begins to charge forward. He's going to attack her. His first attack is going to hit but do no damage. Second attack crits. Third attack hits. At the end of his turn, her reaction lashes out to one of these dead guards on the ground. Another tendril of blood flickers across the floor. And
I've always been told knowledge is free. Does Feldorn know what she's doing?
you can see it. You guys absolutely see what's happening.
Yeah, but like, do I know if it's a spell or something else, or
You're
if
pretty
it's
sure
like
it's not a
form of
spell.
possession?
there's a physical trail of blood, and reaching out to these bodies, and also, you're pretty sure spells don't work here. Okay. Quigley targets her again. Is going to again reckless and swing at her twice. First attack will crit, but will do no damage, unfortunately. Second attack will hit. Her body is being battered back and forth, but she's just rolling with it, just like doesn't seem terribly threatened. Ashok's turn.
All right. Ashok's gonna do the Gear 2 ability.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
So, and he's gonna sharpshooter it too. Here goes. I'm just gonna roll the attack rolls first. Oh, damn it!
That one does no damage.
Second one.
Hits. Hits. Also
Okay.
hits.
The 3. And all of these can have the Colossus Slayer as well, right?
Correct.
I would have loved to have seen what that crit damage would have been.
Yeah. That's the first one.
Alright.
One.
Okay. Alright. The arrows go flying out through the air as Ashok activates the second tier ability of his Oath Bow. These streaming golden and crimson arrows fly through. Her blood shield catches one of them, but the other ones strike into the core of her. But again, you guys are noticing a kind of pattern. Piercing damage doesn't really is not as much of an effect on her as the other kinds. Whereas Quigley's pillar and the dwarves' axes seem to be having a lot more solid, gratifying
Like
feel.
Killjack small.
Okay, Deimos' turn.
So what's the... He restrains her, but he also restrains himself. Is that what he does?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. Or I also want to attempt to take the pendant off her. Is one of them a bonus action over an action, or are they both? Which one's a bonus action? Which one's an action?
The restraint, the extra push, you can use either. He's been using his War God's Blessing, but to do one or the other without using a War God's Blessing will be your action.
Okay, and then a War God's Blessing to do the other one.
Yeah. Basically, War God's Blessing turns your bonus action into a second action.
Okay, I see. I'll do the restraining thing first.
Okay. You can test a check. So roll athletics. Alright. You restrain her. And you are also restrained.
Yeah, and then is it War God's Blessing or War Priest that he uses?
I think it might be War Priest.
Yeah, because I was about to say.
Yeah, it's War Priest.
Okay, so I'll use the War Priest and I'll attempt to take the necklace. Or do I have to use the War Priest?
Yeah, you have to use the War Priest to get that done.
Okay, I'll use the War Priest to attempt to take the to snatch the necklace off of him.
Alright, it dematerializes as his hand reaches for it. in the
And
mist
as
of,
soon
in a mist of blood.
and it rematerializes as
It's that's kind of like the attack, that like an attack action. And you guys have noticed that every first attack action is completely negated.
okay. Okay, so that's my turn then, right?
Yep.
Can we coordinate and like Deimos holds his action until one of us attacks it, Mist goes up, and then he tries to grab it?
Well, what I'll do next time is I'll punch it first, and then I'll try to grab it.
Okay.
All right. This blood hag behind you is going to activate its what's it called? Siphoning aura. And this is pretty much everybody. Not Nashok, not Sigma 3. And not Feldorn. Again, this time tearing at its stomach, a spray of blood mist just shoots out into the air, like atomizing in the air and just coating everything, getting over everything. Okay. Blood damage flying out everywhere. Or necrotic damage flying out everywhere. And Killdrake, I think that was a failed death save for you.
Would it be?
Yep, it was. And now it is Killdrake's turn, so I need you to make a death saving throw. That's a failure.
Bullshit.
Cairn is going to going to lay into her with his swords. He's going to kind of shout out to you guys and say, "This is a battle of attrition, and we are not winning." He looks back at you guys and says, "My men and I, we fight. But you may want to be thinking of alternatives." He uses his Curse of the Marked, and he attacks her. That will hit, but it will do no damage. Second attack. Hit. Offhand. Hit. And he is going to take
She's heavily wounded.
6 points of damage to himself. Alright. Sigma 2. Kind of convinced that all this is a, that this creature needs to die, is going to step in again. He's going to swing with his weapons. Just twice. First one hits but does no damage. Second one will miss. As that occurs... Oh, she used her reaction range. She already used her legendary actions. But it is her turn. At the beginning of her turn, Deimos, who is currently grappled and restrained with her, you see her body just start to ooze blood, and since he's real close and personal with her, it begins to pour over his shoulders, over his arms, just coating his torso with blood. And then this thick, viscous, like gooey kind of like ooze almost. Deimos needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright. He takes acid damage. Oops, wait, that didn't. 62.
Holy shit.
He gets that effect on him. He doesn't take it yet. He's gonna take it at the beginning of his next turn. But what happens is the blood begins to eat away at one of the pieces of material on him that it touches. So what does he have equipped? Great axe. One, two, three, four. Alright, Deimos is not going to like this.
Demon armor?
This is how it rolls. Killdrake, I need you to roll me a 1, 2. So that won't count. Roll me a D4. Alright. His cloak of displacement begins to burn and shred as it as holes begin to appear in it, and you can see the enchantment kind of burning off of it, and the thing just like it's still on him, but it's in tatters and it's in disrepair.
I'm gonna start crying a little bit. That was the cloak that my dragon god gave me.
Alright, I changed it in his inventory. So that was because he's grappled with her. A stream of blood is gonna slash out. Not really her arm, but just like a tendril or a pseudopod or a blood just kind of lashes out at Kieran. And he takes that much damage. And he has to make a dexterity saving throw, which he fails, and he is also drawn into her intimate close contact just like Deimos is. Okay, so he has the same debuff on him. On Darius's turn, you see him speak to his sword, and all of a sudden his sword glows with brilliant energy as he applies Banishing Smite to his blade.
Wait.
Yeah. Targets her once. Hits, but it's not going to work. Second attack. Hits.
All the
Smites.
crits are the first attack.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Hold on a second. Ow. Magic don't work.
Probably an artifact, weapon, or whatever. Sword.
His sword is awakened. And it wasn't last time you saw it, but it is now. Alright, Blood Hunter number 3 is going to charge into this Blood Hag. Attack it twice. Misses the first time. Hits. Feldorn, your turn.
Feldorn, seeing that every first attack is blocked by this mist of blood, is going to command his sword to wait till after the mist comes up to then attack. And since his sword has its own actions and bonus actions, he's going to use his action to start trying to overload the Emeraldine by casting Eldritch Blast, which is 4 beams this time.
Okay. You can almost see on the walls. Well, there's Emeraldine everywhere. Your spells just kind of dissipate. It's not like they're even being absorbed to any specific area. There's Emeraldine literally coating and everything. There's gems, huge gems everywhere. There's all these kinds of placards and statues and even some of the tiling, the mural work on the ceiling is all made out of Emeraldine. This is the most concentrated area in the entire city of it.
And with that, he's gonna look at the steroid dwarf and say, "Hey, is there any way we can get rid of this shit so I can blow that bitch up?" Pointing at the demon.
The Sigma 2 looks around and says, he looks around. He says, "I don't know. Maybe take her to another location."
Where else can we drag the bitch
What
that I
do I
can
look
blow her
like?
up?
A general contractor. I'm a warrior.
Don't you live here? Don't you know your way around this place?
Of course I do, but there's Emeraldine in the entire fucking city.
And whose stupid idea was that?
The king's!
And look what his stupid idea got him.
Aye. You have a point.
I'm gonna
Very,
tell-
very
Oh, sorry.
sarcastically, before it's all over, he goes, "And what did we learn?"
I'm gonna yell at that blood hunter to try to stabilize the dwarf, Kildrak, because I can't get there.
Oh, okay. He's gonna rush over to Kildrak. And, Kildrak, he's going to apply, and you can only do this once, bestial regeneration to you,
Very nice.
instead of using it on himself.
I very much appreciate it.
Yep, you are at full hit points. As, you see him come...
Do other things
What?
reset? I said, do other things reset,
No,
such
just hit
as
points.
certain. Damn it.
Yeah, he comes up to you and he just works his. And for some reason, you feel on the cellular level that your body's own healing mechanics have been basically sped up and enhanced just for a little while, and your body, your wounds just suck up and close. You're not sure if it's adrenaline or if it's magic or anything, but it doesn't feel like anything you've ever experienced before. And you've been healed before by healing spells. It's
Question.
completely different. Yes.
Does he grow a tail?
We'll have to roll for that. Let's roll for that later. Alright.
I'll roll a D100 right now, 50 or above, I do.
Alright, roll. 90 or higher. You grow a tail. No tail. Alright, Sigma 3 is going to charge in. She vaults over Xena Warrior Princess style over this blood hag, and she's going to tear into it.
You have to make the sound if you're gonna make that comment. Aha.
Alright, just totally shredding it apart, just like a fast, flurry, berserker style. Her dual axes, all over the place. Euphemia, your turn.
I'm gonna hold my action for the next time I see the blood shield go up. I'm gonna shoot my arrow
Okay.
after the shield goes down. You know?
Alright.
I'm gonna follow the swords, you know,
Okay.
thing. And I'm gonna give my bardic inspiration to... Who wants it? Because I have no idea.
Deimos.
Yeah, Deimos.
Okay, Deimos has it.
Okay. Elwyn, your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna finish off this blood hag. Kill stealing. Oh, maybe not. And that's it.
Alright, after your turn is over, she's going to use a legendary action to make a melee attack. This is just a small melee attack against Kildrak. Disadvantage still hits. Okay. Sigma 1's turn. He is not feeling super well, but he's going to turn on the Blood Hag and finish it off. Splatters it all across. There's gore flying everywhere as his Warhammer just pulverizes it. It's like, so Sigma 3 is covered in gore right now.
Is the bloodhead dead?
Yes.
Run over and grab my gauntlet.
He's gonna step forward.
No, not the main thing.
He's gonna step forward, close enough to.
Huh?
No, he
Not the
killed the
demon's
minion.
wearing the gauntlet, right?
Oh, so he killed the king.
The
I
king's
killed
been
the
dead.
king.
Okay, I'm confused. Never mind.
All right.
Anything I said.
Okay. Quigley's turn. Quigley's still raged. He only knows how to do one thing. You see him pounding his pillar on the ground, just imbuing himself with primal rage. He's shouting. His muscles are tensing. His whole body is bestial. He raises his pillar and brings it down on her. There's a flash of blood mist up as it flies up in the air, and his pillar just misses.
And then at that point, my sword flies in
Okay.
for a strike.
Roll it.
Was it a miss because of the blood shield,
Yes.
or because it just missed?
No, because of the blood shield.
Okay, then I'll shoot my arrow at the same time.
Okay. That's a hit.
I don't know why I had advantage.
I'm restraining him.
Yeah, she's restrained.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, wow, big damage.
That was supposed to be Elwin.
Welcome.
Hey, Shock, you're not supposed to use that kind of language around a baby.
That's supposed to be Elwin, but it came out as A-Shock.
Alright, so Quigley rolls big with his second attack. Alright, A-Shock's turn.
Alright, let's do this.
How damaged does she look?
She's starting to show signs of hurt.
Okay, so that's the first hit. I'm not gonna roll damage for it.
The tracker says heavy.
Hit.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Of course, she's been at heavy for the past couple attacks now, but you know.
Okay. That arrow flies true. Deimos on his turn, he's covered in this blood, and it begins to tear away at his very being. You can see the onslaught of just massive pain etched all across his face.
1 hit point left. You roll anything 1 higher, and Deimos is dead. Okay, can I take my bonus action and hold my main action?
What's your bonus action going to be?
Activate the shield.
Yes. Okay, you activate his divine shield.
Yeah, how many creatures do I get?
He used it this game already. He
Yeah, he used it to
used
save
last
your
week.
life.
He saved it to save you.
Oh, is it
It's
one
once
time
for
a
short
day?
Rest, yeah. But so okay. Let's see here.
I can still save myself though, right? No, I can't even save myself.
Yeah, he used the ability already. He used it
Did
last
we have
week.
a short rest, on the way?
No, he used it. No, because he used it in the throne room. To save me from the
Sigma 1.
Sigma 1.
Yeah, when you were dueling last week.
Still no one told you to do.
Okay then. What does more damage, his punch or a suplex?
He's not gonna be able to suplex her. She's much larger than he is,
Oh, okay.
and she's grappling quickly. Karen.
Oh, she's grappling Karen?
Yeah, both
Okay.
basically both Deimos and Karen are like attached to her right now.
Okay,
They're
I
holding
see.
her, she's holding them, and her blood that's flowing out has covered half of them.
Okay, I'll just punch her twice then. Best
Okay.
I can do. Because I don't know if I'll necessarily live to the next time
Try
the blood
punching
shield
her
goes
and
up.
taking and grabbing the ship. Then grabbing the thing.
Oh, yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch, and then I'm going to attempt to grab the gem.
Okay.
As a dying thing. This better awaken the shield if I successfully grab the thing.
You hit.
Okay, so no damage.
The shield does mist up, and you're unable to make contact with her.
I'm going to go for the gem.
Okay. Roll me a. This is not an athletics check because it's
Is
not
it
a
sleight of
hand?
hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Do
Oh,
I already...
I like that picture, Feldorn.
Does it get in... Do I get advantage because she's restrained, or disadvantage because I'm restrained? And
Just roll it. It'll apply it.
God.
Just being so wrapped up and so close to her, Deimos tries to reach up with his arm, but it's out of reach. You're like attached to her hip, and her torso is just so far above you that he just can't even reach the dangling gem.
Is that a bonus action on anybody else's turn, or is that an action? Obviously, it would be a bonus action.
Well, you use your War Priest, right? That's an action. So
Oh,
grab it.
it's an action to try to grab
Yeah.
it. Son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, I'll check off the War Priest then.
Okay, Killjack's turn.
Is it really?
Oh, her legendary action. She's gonna attack Darius. Oh, misses. All right, Killjack.
I'm gonna hold my action until I see the blood shield go up.
Okay. Karen's turn. The blood again just burning away at him, eating away at his being. He begins to wither and crawl up a little bit under the pain. He is not going to use his blood right this turn. He is going to instead.
Yeah, wouldn't he take necrotic damage from that?
Yeah,
Does he have 1 HP left too?
he has 2. How in the world does that work out? He's just gonna try to stab at her as close as he can with his long swords. That hits, but the blood shield activates. So Killdrack, the blood shield just activated.
I'm gonna go for the. Do I go for the jewel or do I attack?
Go for the duel.
Go. I'm going
If
for
you
the
have a high
jewel.
enough, if you have a high enough, what's your
Just do
bonus?
it.
Sleight of hand.
It's a +1, but I should get advantage because she's still restrained, right?
No, probably not.
She's tall. You're short. It's a DC 15.
Just
Sleight of
go
hand.
for it.
Oh
No! Come on. No.
You have Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah. No. Deimos does.
Yeah, you died. You don't have Bardic Inspiration. You're unconscious.
I can't use my lucky feat for that to re-roll that, right?
No.
Just on mine.
Not someone else's.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
anyone
Can
have
I-
any abilities that can... No, I don't think you do.
Can I use a hero point?
What's a hero point?
It's something I use in my games. Everyone gets hero points equal to their level, and if they've missed the DC by 1, they can spend a hero point to increase it.
In my
Make
goblin game, where my characters are goblins, I have this mechanic where if they declare their action in rhyme, they get a +1 to it. So all my players are sitting there trying to think of things that rhyme, but no. All right, Sigma 2's turn. He is going to swing at her. Just
Actually-
unloading.
Before he attacks, can Feldorn scream out at him, "Hey, get the stupid cat guy out of there before he dies"?
All right. He's gonna reach in and grab Deimos and pull. Yeah, this is gonna be a massive. He's super strong. Oh. And against her. Okay. Rips Deimos away and hauls him off back towards the throne over here.
Is the blood off of him?
Yeah, it's still covering him. He still has traces of it on him, but the majority of it that was flowing over him and stuff like that, it's just all it's still attached to her basically. As he's dragging him across the ground, most of it just left on a bloody trail between him and her.
Tell Darius to pull Karen out of there.
Okay, so basically he does not take the ongoing acid damage as long as he is no longer grappled with her. And just so you know, all this stuff was already in her character sheet before any of this happened.
Oh yeah, she's one of the Tome of Beast things.
Yeah,
I
heavily
saw
modified.
that one, but I saw it, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, heavily modified, but yeah. I forget what it's called.
What monsters of yours aren't heavily modified?
Oh, they all are. Even like friggin' guards and stuff, I changed them. This is in the Tome of
My
Beasts.
point
This is called the
exactly.
Herald of Blood. All right. Oh boy, it's her turn. All right.
Poor Karen.
She says, "It's time for you to come to my way of thinking." She lashes out with a tendril flying across the room. At Sigma 3. Sigma 3 just stops all of a sudden. As this red lash of floating blood wraps around her arm, then snakes its way up her shoulder, crawling around his neck and back to the behind her ear.
No, it doesn't.
Alright, you're using your War God's Blessing there?
Yeah.
Alright, you burn it. It misses. And she shakes it off. Alright, Celise is enraged. She is angry. She uses her reaction to... reanimate another dead dwarf.
How are all these dwarves dying?
They all died in all the AoE.
Oh, damn.
All the AoE damage that's been going around. Alright, Darius' turn.
Pull Karen out of there.
Okay. You want him to do that?
Yeah.
Alright, he is going to go in. He's going to make an athletics check. I think he's got pretty good athletics. At plus 11.
We're taking our biggest damage dealers and telling them not to do damage. Just so you know that. We have to fight longer and
He
probably
grabs
kill
onto
off more
Karen and rips him away and hauls him across the room. Alright, Blood Hunter number 3, seeing this reanimated hag, targets it. Okay, Feldorn, your turn.
Where did that Bloodhunter's sword go?
It was disarmed over here. Is around where it was. Yeah, over here.
I thought it went clattering around the floor.
No, she just kind of like knocked it to the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna come to about here. Am I in reach of the dead dwarf?
Yes.
He had an axe, right?
Yes, he did.
Single-handed axe?
They have battle axes. So yeah, you can one-hand or two-hand them.
Okay, I will pick up the battle axe and again command my sword to attack her after the blood shield goes down.
Okay, now battle axes are strength weapons.
Actually, not because of my hexblade. Believe any weapon that I am. As long as it's not a two-handed weapon, I can use my charisma modifier instead of my strength.
Hexblade. Hexblade's curse or Hexblade X Warrior?
Hexblade, Hex Warrior.
Gain proficiency with shields, martial weapons. In addition, when attacking with a melee weapon that you are proficient with, lacks unit property, you use your charisma modifier instead of strength. There you go. Instead of strength or dexterity for attack and damage rolls. Okay. So I added it to your character sheet. You can go ahead and modify that number.
So I was here with 15. Does that put me in range of this guy?
Yeah, it's kind of a free action to rush up and just snatch a weapon up off the ground. So it's kind of like just drawing a weapon.
Yep. So picking up that axe, I'm gonna come and try to bat it into his head. You can go ahead and pass my turn while I fix all the stuff for it.
Alright. Blood Hunter 2 is going to do the same. He's going to turn over, charge over here, and attack this. Miss, and hit. Okay. Sigma 3's turn. She's going to charge in and say, Finally, I'll have a crack at you, beastie. First attack misses. Second attack hits. Third attack hits. Euphemia.
Oh wait,
I'm gonna-
since the blood shield jumped up and jumped down, my sword goes in.
Okay.
Is anyone holding their action to hit it?
Just Feldorn right now.
Those are both hits.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to double click it.
Feldorn was. Okay, Euphemia, it's your turn.
So Felton, you're holding your action to hit her.
My sword already went.
Oh, so you're not.
Yeah, no, I'm not holding an action anymore.
Okay, then I'll hold my action till then. And that's all I can do.
Her legendary action, she makes a melee attack against Quigley. Just slashes him with a claw. Okay. Elwyn, you're up. Crossbow misses. That's all you can do. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling the baby some some fairy tales, and then Little Red Riding Hood.
All right. Sigma 1 is gonna after dragging Deimos off, he's gonna rejoin the or Sigma 2. He's gonna leap into the fray, standing right here.
It says Sigma 1's turn.
Oh, that's right. Sigma 1. Leap into the fray. Hold on.
That's not Sigma 2.
There we go. Sigma 1. Leaps into the fray. Targets her. That hits, but it does no damage. Second attack. There's a crit.
Euphemia
gets
Start
hers.
my zone.
Go ahead. You miss.
With an
She's no
18,
longer
so-
grappled, so
That's right. She's no longer restrained. Okay. Final attack on her from Sigma 1 misses. Alright. Blood Hag, over there. One, two, three. A spray of blood fills the air, coating all you four in its immediate vicinity. Constitution saving throws. Necrotic acid just kind of flows all over. Everyone succeeded.
Yeah.
Ashok was behind the pillar too.
You can go around barriers. It's like a mist.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be half damage. Alright, Ashok takes 9. Both Blood Hunters take 9 because they succeeded. And Feldorn takes 9.
I got it.
Okay. Alright, Quigley's turn. Continuing the dishing out of pain. Hits, no damage. Hits. Ashok.
And I'm gonna roll this attack. I already have the -5 to the thing. Oh no, it expired. Never mind.
Okay, no damage.
So this one I'll do sharpshooter.
Miss.
Ah.
That's the... If you hadn't done sharpshooter, would have hit.
Yeah.
Alright, Deimos. You're sitting over there with 1 hit point.
Davis isn't here.
yeah, I'm still running him. He still he doesn't have anything to do.
Try a potion.
Potions don't work here.
That was a debate that we had that one day. Did we
The
ever
debate
try it?
lost, but you haven't figured it out yet.
So that's why I said try a potion.
Yeah, just
No.
potion of healing.
He said that potions don't work.
You check your
Last
potion
game.
healing, and it has no effect.
Alright, well, was the debate actually still I'll drink it. It's 50 potion. It's 50 gold. I'll
You
pay it
just
back.
said it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, I
doesn't
still
work.
have wasted it.
Oh my god.
Anything else?
No, I got
Do
nothing
you have like
unless
a
I want to
medkit?
die.
Or,
Alright, Killjack, your turn.
Nope.
Medkits don't heal you.
Not.
unless
yeah,
you have
not.
the perk. There's
Yeah,
a perk
the
that lets a
healer.
medkit heal you.
Yeah.
Actually, at lower levels, it's way more economic than a healer potion. But
The healing feat, yeah.
Yeah.
Super good.
Kildrak is gonna hold his action until the blood mist goes up again.
Okay. On Kieran's turn. Oh wait, Kieran does not do that because he is no longer grappled.
No, he does not.
Okay. Kieran's gonna pick himself up. What should Kieran do, guys?
Does he have the same bestial regenerative thing?
He does not.
I'm gonna tell him, come over here. You can throw daggers or something.
Oh, he's gonna apply a curse. Okay. He can apply a curse of binding to her. Makes her have no movement speed, which doesn't matter because she hasn't been moving. Never mind. He can apply a curse of eyeless at her. The eyeless at her. When a creature with eyes makes a weapon attack against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack. And alright, so yeah, as a reaction, he can cause her to have disadvantage on any attack. He's just gonna watch and apply disadvantage to her next attack, but it's gonna kill him because he's gonna take 1d12 damage when he does. It's his last maledict. Sigma 2 is finally gonna jump into the fray, charging forward, targeting Celise. 2 attacks. First one hits but does no damage. Second one will miss. Alright, on Celise's turn, she is going to do a tendril wrap.
The thing went up.
What?
The thing went up. My reaction, or my held action.
That's right. Do it.
Do I go for the gem again, or do I smack?
Go for the gem.
I go for the gem.
Okay. DC 15, sleight of hand.
No.
Wrong person.
I'll let you roll it with Killdrack. Why the hell not? Come on, come on.
Oh, thank God.
The modifier was the same, isn't it?
God damn it. Don't. Yeah, no. Fine.
Alright, it's her turn. She's
Does
gonna make... What?
I was just gonna say, doesn't Deimos have like bardic inspiration?
Yeah, that's Deimos' bardic inspiration, and he's not the one grabbing it. It's Kildrak.
Didn't you have your action held too?
That is my action.
No, Euphemia.
No, she already.
No, I already used it.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
She's reloading her crossbow now.
She is going to make an infect mind attack against Sigma 3.
I don't got no more War God's Blessing.
Alright. Karen is going to use his final right, or his maledict, to apply Curse of the
Spanish.
Eyeless. It is going to hit himself for... Oh! 1! He's still alive. The second dice is a incorrect. His first roll was a 1, so he has 1 hit point left. To impose disadvantage on this attack of Celise's. Here we go.
220s.
It hits.
Wow, that's a pretty high modifier.
Okay. Sigma 3
Finally hits.
has this tendril wrapping around her arm, snaking up her shoulder, around her neck, and embedded in the back of her skull. She turns. Her eyes are glazed over, bloodshot red, as she spins around and looks to face the rest of you. Her back is now towards Celise. Alright, Darius' turn. He's gonna.
Chop the connection.
He's all the way on the other side. He's gonna charge in. I don't know if you have movement to get all the way in there. Through Quigley.
True.
Doesn't.
First attack on her.
Disadvantage.
Hits, but does no damage. Second attack. He's gonna reapply a Banishing Smite.
Wait, did we ever figure out how he's doing this yet? Oh wait, he awakened the weapon. Never mind. Yeah, that's right.
Crashing into her. Alright.
Wait, how come he gets to use it multiple times?
These are smite spells. He's actually applying smite, not divine smite. This is his 5th level paladin spell, Banishing Smite.
Yeah, how can he cast spells?
Because his friggin' artifact weapon says he can.
Okay, so it's an artifact weapon.
It's
Or
a legacy
artifact
item,
weapon.
yeah. It's like
Okay,
yours.
so
It's awakened.
is it awakened past like level 2 then?
No, it's just a level 1 awakened.
Why can't mine do that?
Different weapon, different
Different
folks.
He can't smash the ground. He just.
Yeah, but he can use this thing multiple times a day. That's what I'm complaining about.
Alright, I'll undo it.
No, don't
Damage.
You just shut up, man. You talk too much.
I'll undo it. You talked me out of it. No, it's fine. I'll keep it.
Kildrak, you're not allowed to talk anymore. Shut up.
Alright, Blood Hunter
sorry,
number
guys.
3. Targeting the Blood Hag. Attacking. Hits. Hits. Feldorn, you're up.
Seeing as I don't have any room to get in there, I'm going
You can
to.
step in to into range. You're basically another creature's space is difficult terrain, but you just can't end your turn in someone else's space.
Yeah, well,
Are you sure it's difficult terrain?
Yeah, double
Because
move.
I think if it's a friendly creature, I thought that didn't apply.
No, it's friendly creatures are difficult terrain. Enemies can't pass through at
Yeah.
all
Enemies you can't do it.
unless you're a halfling.
get right there and swing at the tendril that's holding Sigma 3.
Sure.
So I wouldn't have anything targeted.
Make an attack roll.
Yeah.
You're using the axe.
Yeah. And then I'm basically giving the same command to my sword to attack after the blood mist comes up and goes back down.
Okay. Striking the tendril is like, you know, when you turn on the water faucet and there's a stream of water, right? Like a cascading stream of water. It's like slicing through the stream of water.
So that doesn't even help.
Well, it just reforms as soon as your blade passes through it.
So, actually... Okay, yeah.
Get a
What
spoon.
if it was like on the ground
Put it.
and he like puts the axe right into the ground between two streams and leaves it there?
It would work if it's on the ground, but it's not really on the ground.
I'm asking the DM.
What if it's on the ground?
Yeah, the tendril.
No. This is the different. This is a different one. The little like thread of blood that reanimates a corpse into blood hag. That's on the ground. This is like a flow of blood between her and the mind of someone else. Is like actually
So it's
planted
completely
back to
floating in
someone's
midair.
Yeah.
So with that not working, I would provoke to go back up there.
Sigma 3 is gonna swing at you.
Yep. Holy crap, she has a lot of damage dice.
All right, her turn. She's gonna target. She's a bit crazed. Berserk. She has 3 attacks. First one is gonna go to someone near her. It's gonna go to Sigma 1. I'm basically rolling a D3. It misses. Second attack goes to Sigma 2. That's a crit. Oh, she embeds her battle axe like straight into the torso of her ally. And third attack goes to you, Kildrak.
How did I know it was going to go around in a circle?
Hey, I rolled every one of those. Alright, Euphemia.
So is there anything I can do? Other than just hold my action for this bow?
I don't know. What can you do?
Absolutely nothing without magic.
There's all sorts of creative thinking you guys can try to figure out.
I'm gonna build a nuclear bomb and blow the city out of the hell because it's...
Roll intelligence
Can I
check.
do that? Okay. I'll do that. Come on,
Fail.
natural 20.
You fail.
You know, history was with me with that because I usually roll 20s when you ask for the most stupidest rolls.
I like to give people
Just
a chance
saying.
to do something.
So, did that take up my move or ability?
No.
But I'm fine. I don't know what else to do.
You haven't looked around the room. I mean, you don't just have to use weapons.
Okay,
and
I'm
stuff.
gonna look around the room. What do I
Okay.
see? Do I see anything that can help me? You want me to roll an inspection? I have really big inspections.
I'll describe the room. There are tapestries along the walls. There are these huge stone statues of various dwarven legendary heroes across the ceiling. There's murals. There's a couple of chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. They look pretty heavy. These large
Is
pillars
any
support
chandeliers right over her?
Roll a d20.
E20.
No. There's 2. There's one here, and there's one here.
Over the rugs, basically.
Yep, pretty much.
Continue with your description. Anything else, or is that all?
That's about it. The stone statue next to her here, is pretty large. It's taller than her, and it looks very heavy and has large protruding spikes, like the dwarf that it is mimicking was a berserker of the spiked armor variety. I forget what it's called.
Battle Rager. That's
Yeah.
the type of dwarf I want to run if Kildrak dies.
Yep, there's a battle rager.
For now, I'll just hold my attack until someone activates her shield.
Okay.
Wait. I don't know, I'm too far away. Never mind.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my thing.
Okay. Elwyn, what do you do?
I'm gonna move further away behind this pillar and keep telling fairy tales, calming the kid down.
Okay, and as you're doing that, she reanimates this dwarf over here. The kid's pretty calm. She's chill. She's really digging your soft, sweet voice. You have a knack for this child soothing thing. Either that, or her brain is rattled from shaken baby syndrome. You're not quite
Yeah.
sure.
Mention
Alright,
God,
concussion.
she'll start freaking out.
Okay. Sigma 1 he turns to his friend, says, snap out of it! What are you doing? And he's going to try to...
Oh!
He turns to you all, he says,
Wait. Can I change my thing?
what are we gonna do?
I was gonna say, I have something I haven't done in a long time, I don't know what it is. It's a song I can do to do something. The singing one that stops mind control.
Counter charm?
Yeah. Where I sing.
At 6th level, you gain the ability to use a musical note or words of power to disrupt mind-influencing effects. As an action, you can start a performance that lasts until the end of your next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creature within 30 feet of you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. The creature must be able to hear you to gain this benefit. Performance ends early if you're incapacitated or silenced, or you voluntarily end it. I will let you use Counter Charm in this situation. It's not specifically what it's kind of designed for, but Sigma 3 is definitely under a mind-influencing effect.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so
So I'm gonna do that.
So I'm going to let you roll a charisma check to disrupt her control over Sigma 1.
Oh,
Okay.
right now?
Yes. So this is or Sigma 3. This is
Ability, so check, right?
a charisma check, and this is going to be a DC. Oh, you make it.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
20, bitch.
You see Sigma 3 just kind of stop and grab her head a little bit and just like focus, and for a little while there's an instance of clarity. Sigma 1, whose turn it is now, is looks at her with confidence as it says, "Have you come back to us?" She kind of shudders and she says, "She's still in my mind. I can feel her, but I'm myself for now." Says, "Very good." And he attacks her. That hits, it does no damage. He swings again, misses. He swings a third time, hits. Blood shield is down, and he slams her for 35 damage.
Did my sword attack already go off or no?
No. You can go ahead and take it now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Those both miss. On Quigley's turn, he is going to slam into her with his pillar, and he will miss. He will do no damage. Second attack will do that much damage. Okay, with that second attack, she starts to teeter a little bit.
Can he add his Bardic Inspiration to that attack? Because he hasn't used it yet.
Sure.
For damage.
4 more damage, sure.
Oh, fuck, man.
Alright. Ashok's turn.
Alright, first shot. Damn it. Why? Second shot.
Hit. Okay.
He gets behind the pillar again.
Alright. Deimos' turn.
Deimos is gonna hold action till the blood shield goes up.
Okay.
You're not using... On Ashok's first attack, you're not using his...
No.
Yeah, plus 10,
he has
right?
not been.
Okay.
Hold action till the blood shield goes up.
Okay. Here comes her Majesty of Ragnarok ability. This is her all 3 legendary actions because she has not taken any this round. And for just this moment, since Sigma 3 is not under her control, it affects her as well. Oh, not Euphemia, because it's direct line of sight. It says.
Yay.
Then wouldn't she not be able to see me because I'm behind the pillar?
Or Ashok.
Sure. Alright, so no Ashok, Feldorn, or Euphemia.
Or Elwyn, for that matter.
She can see Elwyn.
Yeah.
She can't see the baby. It's because I'm nice.
Good job, Elwyn.
I have the baby under my wings.
What kind of DM are you doing damage to a baby?
So, Kildrak, did you held your turn?
Yeah, till the blood shield went up.
Okay. Sigma 1 falls down to the ground unconscious. Blood Hunter 3 is dead.
Dead or unconscious?
Unconscious. Alright, Kieran's turn. What do you guys want Kieran to do? Well, he's gonna turn on. He's gonna attack this friggin' blood hag that's standing right next to him.
You should roll.
Oh, Kieran died too. Yeah. Kieran died too. Death saving throw. Fails. Alright. Sigma 2. Not quite sure what to do. Is gonna...
Actually, before he punches her, I tell him, "Hey, look at the statue with the spikes behind her. Can you get over there and knock it on her?"
He's going to glance over and attempt to do that. So, really, there's no way for him to get there. Not with this turn. He can dash and use all his movement to get around to here.
Why is he huge? Why is he a huge creature?
He's not huge, he's just a very large dwarf.
Just have him attack. Forget the statue for now.
Listen, you. Be quiet.
So Lisa's turn.
Hey.
A tendril of blood extends and wraps itself around Quigley's mind.
Ugh. Just had to use
Hey,
the
what
inspiration
about my song?
on his.
Your song affected her hold on Sigma 3. If you sing again, you can try to disrupt Quigley. And basically what happens is you affect the... If you succeed on your charisma check, you can affect it for 1 round. But she has a hold on both Sigma 3 and Quigley right now.
Okay. Can I make one for each person, or just one person?
Just
for
one person.
My turn. That's nice.
Darius is going to swing at her. Hits. Does no damage. Second attack. Hits. Let's see.
Wait.
Hmm.
Question.
Yes.
If I'll wait because I have my actions.
Alright. She already had her turn, so she gets another set of legendary actions. She is going to...
Well, I get my actions first.
Yes.
Alright, question. If Deimos attempts to grab the pendant and run away, does he incur an attack?
If he runs away, yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, Kildrack's gonna do his... No, hold on, I gotta think about this for a second.
I think the sleight of hand check is too much. Just start pummeling at her. Waste a lot of time trying to grab that thing.
Well, hold on. What would Deimos actually do in this situation?
Hit
Real
him
question.
Deimos would have punched her in the face.
about 800 times.
And would he would stay in range, yeah. Okay.
How is
So
Deimos still alive? Shouldn't he...
he's got 1 hit point left.
Shouldn't he have taken damage last time?
He did.
Oh yeah.
He should,
Oh,
yeah.
you
not
mean the
alive.
Ragnarok thing?
Yeah, the Ragnarok thing.
I think he
shouldn't
saved.
be alive.
He saved.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we'll count it. It's coded
Alright.
incorrectly, but it's fine.
That's supposed to do half on a save.
I wanna. Okay. Kildrack's gonna
Actually, no, it
attack.
doesn't say that. So, you're good.
Kildrack's gonna attack with his maul.
Okay. It's a hit.
I get 2 attacks, right?
Nope.
I'm still making an attack action, aren't I?
Held action is a reaction.
DM.
Holding your attack and you trigger a reaction to use your attack ability. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you get to
I
hold
thought if you held
one
the attack
attack.
action that you get to do all your attacks.
No, it's just one.
I think you guys are right.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just one. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Unless DM says otherwise, maybe.
Nope.
You like to argue yourselves into a ditch, don't you?
Deimos is gonna move into the same square as Sigma 3 and attempt a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Cop a feel while he's there.
Oh god. That's the second roll he's won on that. And then he's gonna move. He's gonna incur an attack and move out back to where he was.
All right. He's not gonna take. She is not gonna use her reaction to attack him, but Sigma 3 will.
And she's gonna kill him.
Wait. No,
Oh,
it
no, no,
wouldn't.
she's not.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Not
she's
yet,
still
not
not.
yet.
She's still not released from his control. Okay. So Deimos is fine.
Poor
Anything else?
Quigley. No, it's it's her turn.
It is Feldorn's turn.
No, because Darius attacked, I did my things, and that was my reaction, and then she was supposed to go, but I didn't. Oh wait, no, it's never mind. I was reading that wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Feldorn's.
It's Feldorn's turn.
Telling my sword to hold its action to attack when the shield comes up. I can't really get in there to try to do anything.
You can move into friendly and then leave.
Again, I can't get in there to do anything. I only have one attack.
Oh, I see. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay. Blood Hunter 2 is going to rush in. How's this guy still alive? Over here, standing on top of a dwarven corpse, trying to take out these blood hags. Alright, she already had one more. Her turn just ended, then Darius went. Here we go. Majesty of Ragnarok. So Sigma 1, that was his second failed save. Sigma 3 is not going to do anything on her turn because her mind is still just completely confused. Blood Hag over here.
Wait, she doesn't even get an attack?
No, she's just basically
Come on.
just
I'm
paralyzed.
doing all this, we're just,
Well, she's not attacking you guys.
Yeah, this is just gonna end us
What was that about
getting
arguing
killed later
yourself?
on. Hey, I didn't want to come here. This was your guys' smart-ass idea.
We can retcon everything and leave your gloves here if that's what you want.
Well, we're gonna die, so it's not gonna matter anymore.
Alright. The Blood Hag releases another stream of mist all around it, doing damage to Darius. And actually, that should do a little bit of damage everywhere else as well. Kieran fails a second save, and Sigma 2 takes damage as well. Euphemia, your turn.
I'm going to continue singing the song, but this time I want to focus on Big guy.
All right. Roll a charisma check. This is a DC 18.
Wow, why did I only have bigger than +4?
Anything else?
The pure check is just what your ability modifier is.
No, nothing else I can do.
Elwin, your turn.
That was my action, right?
Yes.
Just move behind this pillar.
Sigma 1, death saving throw. He is okay. Quigley's turn. He is going to turn on Darius. Reckless. Danger sense. Blah, 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 blah. Just his pillars just raining heavy, massive blows into Darius's back. Ashok, your turn.
A shot for the win.
Misses.
Yes.
Roll it. What happens?
Yes. A shot for the win.
A shock. After so many arrows and everybody, just this long battle, this demon taking damage left and right, finally lines up a shot with his oath bow. He releases a shot. The demon is spraying her blood all around the place. She looks over at Ashok and catches that arrow right in the eye. Splits her skull.
Her heavy form shudders, sways a little bit, and she collapses down to the ground below. And see. And that was her final form, so I'm not gonna pull out a second form on you guys. Her first
One
form
time he's a saint.
was the what do you call it? Nursemaid. This is her second form. Okay.
Does the blood hag die as well?
Yes. The life-giving tendril of or a little stream, little thread of blood has been severed. He collapses down to the ground. Quigley just kind of like shakes his head and regains his senses, and so does Sigma 3 eventually.
Okay. So
I'm gonna go over and grab my those gloves off her hand.
Okay.
Okay, as soon as she dies, me and Deimos are going to start grabbing dead people and taking them outside, just like running with them.
You have to get out of the city. Just so
That's
you know.
what I'm saying, yeah. Take them as far away as from the Emeraldine as we possibly can.
They're gonna be
Well, we're
rolling
gonna
death
need
saving
the-
throws while that happens.
And you're
Well-
gonna need the help of the doors because
Death saving throw
they
every
might
6
try
seconds.
to kill you.
I will stabilize. How many people?
I have healing kits. We can
Karen,
stabilize them all. I'm
Blood
gonna
Hunter
stabilize.
2 and Sigma 1.
Can we stabilize the
I have-
king?
Yeah, I have healing kits. I'll
Okay.
I
stabilize.
have
them.
healing kits too.
All right, roll 'em. Roll
There's no
medicine
check.
checks.
There's no check with the healing kit.
They just automatically do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Really?
Yep.
I thought it's with advantage. Or
Nope.
something.
It was. No, I think it's like battle, but
Yeah,
not battle.
kit is leather pouch containing bathers. Blah, blah, blah. As an action, you can expend one use of the kit to stabilize a creature without needing to make a wisdom medicine check. So how many do I need to delete? I've got 9 med
3.
healer's kit. 3? Okay.
Okay.
Well, each one has a certain number of uses. You don't delete the med kit.
Yeah, they have 10 uses
Yeah.
per healing kit.
So I have 6 users. 6 uses left.
Yeah, I have, like-
Feldorn
10 in mine.
will grab the necklace from the dead demon and kind of twirl it in the air.
Okay.
So everyone's stabilized then?
Everyone is stabilized.
Okay,
Everyone-
can we attempt to stabilize the king?
Oh, the king's dead. His body's been pulverized. He turned into blood, and then
Fuck
he
the
got
king.
smashed on top of that. Okay.
He was an asshole, but he was still my king.
All right. So, everyone is kind of just shocked right now. This is basically a room full of hardened, seasoned, very powerful warriors, who were pushed to the brink. because of this
Can I have
this,
my
this demon
gauntlet?
here. You go ahead and you search the body. And you find a black gauntlet with lavender and white lining. I've put it into your inventory.
Still twirling the pendant
How many
that I
times can I do
stitched.
that?
You can do it for as many magic items as you had, but you can only hold one magic item at a time.
Oh, the spell
Does the
absorption?
original?
Spells
Does the
are-
No, the
original?
spell
Fix it.
absorption.
Yeah, it's once per short rest. Let me fix it.
Feldorn, still twirling the amulet he took from the demon lady, walks up to the big steroid mongering dwarf and tells him, look, you seem a little intelligent, and you seem to be the leader of these other two dwarves. Congratulations, I believe you are now the king.
Which guy? Which guy?
Sigma
The
1 would
steroid
be
monger.
Oh,
Oh no,
Sigma 2?
Sigma 1 is the king's son though,
Prince. Yeah.
and
Though
I
I
have
think little girl
He
might be
renounced
queen.
all. Yeah, he renounced all titles to the throne.
I have
So
a
it's-
daughter in my arms.
Yeah, it's the daughter. She's the ruler.
Yeah,
Again, Feldorn says, you look like you'd be king. At least until the little tiny thing that this other guy's holding gets older.
I am no king. I've given up my name and my title and my claim. He looks at Celeste, the daughter. He says, "She is rightful queen of Kragland, heiress of the Boulder Crest name, and rightful ruler, high ruler of all dwarven kind." He says, "To Queen Celeste," and he raises his hammer into
You know,
the
I
air.
really think we should get out of here.
The other
'Cause I don't
dwarves
think-
all echo and do the same.
I get down
Do
on
you
one
think
knee
it
as
would
well.
be a wise choice to have Modrin come and guide you all until she is of age? We know where he's at. We can go get him while you remove all the stupid emeraldine from here.
He says, "You're saying that you know of the god Modron and his location.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
So you would lead me to believe that Modron is alive and has not been
Yes.
slain in the heavens as I have so many other gods."
I motioned to Kildrak to. These are your people. Let them know that what we've seen.
I basically begin a tale of glory and epicness about how we discovered the god Modron in the mountains and how
Question.
he is benevolent
How many
to
fart jerks are part of that story?
don't know. Did we make a lot of fart jokes in that dungeon? I don't remember.
No. There was a dungeon before that with Feldor, with Balinar.
Yes, that was in fact it. And tell him how he wishes that his people would come back to him, and he misses them dearly.
He says, "Well, it seems that we have had the wool pulled over our eyes for a number of years now. If this creature was indeed influencing the mind of my father." He turns around and looks at, and as dwarves begin to filter back into the room, he says, "But I am no ruler. If the queen is not of age to take her throne, then by dwarven law, the counselors and the royal advisors will control the nation until she has come of age."
Are you sure that's wise? You saw how that demon possessed Sigma 3, and it also made our friend Quigley here turn against his comrades. That is proof that it influenced the mind of the king. When did these counselors come on to counsel the king? Was it after she was here, or was it prior to then?
They were all. There's three counselors. There's Tixilinor. He's a human. Comins, a dwarf, and Roesia, a halfling. The Roesia is the most recent one, but she was here before. She was new when all this happened, but she was here before the God-breaking.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if those are your laws, those are your customs.
Feldorn kind of steps in and says, I don't think it's wise to allow anyone that was around the king and this demon to be in charge, at least until you can prove they're not being influenced some other way by other demons. Perhaps allowing Modron to come in and rule for a while you wait for the queen to come of age would be the best thing to happen.
Or at least assess the situation and have Modron give you his suggestions.
Again, Feldorn gestures at all the dead bodies and goes, you saw what happened already with your strange laws and your fear of magic. You were still invaded by a demon who took advantage of all of this.
Like, come on, you know I'm right.
You speak of the god Modron. Bring him here. Show him to us. And if he is indeed the divine creator and father of dwarves, then we will bend the knee.
I look at Steroid Boy and I'm like, I like you. You're the smart one.
Sigma 1 says, Aye, if Modron himself has a role to play, we'll listen.
This is a player question, so I can roleplay my character. Do you think if prayed to, you would be summoned, or does the Emeraldine affect that? Like, as if I can get this whole room of dwarves to start praying to Modron.
He's greatly weakened. You know that, and it's because he has had basically zero worship for years now. So
Yeah.
you can try whatever you want.
I can fly
Oh,
up, fly somewhere where I can get away from the effects of the Emeraldine, teleport.
Oh,
I think
true.
I got some
Yeah.
teleport daggers right outside of the temple, and just teleport there and then teleport back.
How long do you think
Yes.
it would take to get rid of the Emeraldine in the city?
It's gonna take a fair amount of time of like construction and it's
Months.
yeah, it's gonna take weeks at least. If like all hands on deck, it's gonna take a long time. They've been
Okay,
building
well,
this
so-
into the foundations and stuff for years.
Okay, so Ellen, when you do that, make sure you leave a dagger here, far enough away from the city, obviously.
Yeah, I'll probably leave it on the other side of the bridge. I'm gonna hand over the baby to her brother, and
Wait, you already have a dagger out there, by the way.
yeah, I know.
Oh, he does. Yeah, right.
Oh,
Where outside of the?
Yeah, outside the city.
No, I don't. I was captured. Remember?
You were gone. No, oh. No, we have one of your... Make sure we put one of your daggers out there.
nope. We put one of yours out there with a lock of Deimos's hair on it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
so
I
that-
was captured. I didn't come in with you guys. But
But
I
I'm
could
sure-
just fly out, leave a dagger out there, and then teleport to the dagger I have outside of Modron's temple.
Well, I'm sure
didn't
you can teleport to the one with the lock of Deimos's hair. We've spent enough time together that should be familiar to you.
You're still
Okay.
inside the city. No spells work inside the city.
Yeah, I can fly over there.
Okay. So you unleash your wings.
Yeah. Can I carry one person, like someone small, maybe Feldorn? Another elf?
How much do you
Feldorn.
weigh, Feldorn?
Feldorn looks at Elwyn and says, "No, I got a bone to pick with a dwarf here that pissed me off. He has my shadow attached to him."
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll just go by myself.
All right.
Oh, you could take maybe see if one of the Sigmas would go.
Are they light enough for me to carry?
The only one who'd be light enough would probably be Sigma 3.
Okay, I'll take whoever. Case.
She says,
Oh
who
yeah,
exactly
I'll
will you
definitely
be
take
taking?
her.
And in what way?
I extend my wings. Whoosh. I said, we're gonna fly, just far enough to get out of the range of this emeraldine, and then we will teleport over to Modrin. And then we'll come back.
She looks at you very cautiously. She says, fly. Teleport.
I'm gonna wink at her and just say, just trust me.
Ooh, yes, nice job, buddy.
You see a wry smile kind of cross her face, and she's she's a dwarf, so she's all of maybe 4 feet tall, and you're a half elf, so she comes up to probably like your mid chest. So she's looking straight up at you. She says, "Aye, it might be an enjoyable trip." She pulls her 2 battle axes, and she like lashes them behind her. There's basically these harnesses on her back that she can attach them to. She says,
All right.
"Where do I hold on?"
I just we'll walk out of the temple. Out of the castle and stuff, and then once we're outside, I'll pick her up and just start flying off.
Okay.
Eloise, be sure that one is up to no trouble. If he does not do as he says, you know what to do.
Says, "Mind your own business, Hoger. I know my duty." All right. She climbs onto. So she walks out with you. You either pick her up or she can. You probably pick
I'll
her up.
pick her up. I'll
All right,
pick her
and
up.
you launch your wings and you fly off, up and away from the city. All right, back in town, back in the king's quarters. What are the rest of you guys doing? Back in the
Long rest.
Feldorn walks up to Steroid Boy and says, "Hey, if I lead you to this dwarf, can we have words with him? He was really rude to us earlier."
the big guy says,
Rudeness is part of dwarven culture.
Yeah, but this one kind of needs an ass kicking.
just Hoger, if there is indeed one of our kind who has been behaving inappropriately, then he is in need of discipline. These are now our trusted friends. Have you not seen what they have done? Please, acquiesce."
Aye. Very well. But I'll be joining you.
That's fine.
Okay. So he starts walking off with you.
And then he had my Shadow Hound attached to him, so I know his exact location. Unless they beat up that guy beforehand.
Oh no, they didn't. Okay. Back to let's see. Kildrak and Euphemia, what are you guys doing?
Did that demon have anything else on her?
The necklace.
Yeah.
And
Which Feldorn has, twirling it around as he's walking away with the dwarf.
Which might be cursed, and he might turn into a demon. But
just the
whatever.
necklace and the gauntlet. Okay.
It'd finally give you a chance to kick
Where
Feldorn's ass.
is?
Oh,
I'm gonna
Euphemia.
ask about where her room was.
Hold on, Euphemia. Okay, yeah. All right. So you head off to. So a couple of the attendants and stuff, they show you the direction of where she was. They say, "Oh, well, of course, we can show you to the nursemaids' quarters. They were just this way." So
Yeah,
they
I'm
start
gonna
leading
go
you
over
off.
them with a fine tooth comb.
Okay, Killjack, what were you doing?
I'm going to ask Sigma 1, is there anything that can be done now to begin the removal of Elrodine? And anything I can do specifically to help with like infrastructure / political things.
Sigma 1 says, I'll not be overstepping my bounds. I am the king's guardsman, and now the queen's guardsman. You'll be talking to the advisors.
I turn to the advisors and same question.
I must say, I'm still not convinced that the removal of all Emeraldine from our city is in our best interest. To be honest, much of our safety stems from it. Don't you agree?
I say I wouldn't. Hold on, let me see how I want to phrase this. Emeraldine can be a useful product, but I do not think it has any place as in a structure in a city. I can see it being used in armor potentially, but that's about it personally. So I think it's a tool that cannot be abused as it was such by the king.
Well, let me think here. The king's motivation to so create a foundation of Emeraldine throughout our city was so that the demons would not gain a foothold, and we would not garner their attention, but it was the demons who instituted that thought in the first place. She looks to her fellow advisors. This is Rowisia, the halfling. She says, Commissars, if indeed the demons were behind the idea of removing all arcane and divine from our culture, then perhaps it is our best course to move in the opposite direction. We must confer on this. Please, give us a few moments.
I say, as you will it, and...
Okay.
Yeah, as you will it, and that's it.
Elwyn, you're flying outside the city, and as you lift up, as you start leaving the city bounds, you see catch a glimpse of a dark shadow kind of just pass over you, as if like a larger flying creature just swooped overhead, and then all of a sudden there's like a gust of wind that kind of like disturbs your flight path for a little bit, and you see the
flying tree.
come alongside you and says,
Not a tree anymore.
Hail the ally of my mistress. What of news inside the city? I have been keeping watchful guard out here from my vantage point.
Don't come back.
Mighty brother of the dragon blood, we have succeeded. We are on our way to meet the god Modrin.
Glorious victory! Indeed, it seems mine self-chosen allies are a worthy bunch. A god, you say?
Yes.
Ah. Gods and dragons are of similar footing. I shall accompany thee.
Thank you, and we are the honored to have you as a companion.
Of course you are.
What does Sigma 3 think of all of this?
She's never seen Dragon before. She's like, she's kind of flabbergasted. She's like, is that a fucking dragon?
Yes. Would you like to ride on him?
She says, I believe I would.
I'll tell the dragon, mighty brother, do you mind if we can ride on your mighty back?
Says, dragons are not mounted creatures, but we extend aid and service to those that we deem fit. And you, I shall allow thee to ride bestride my back.
Thank you. I'll
Alright.
just fly over and kind of settle down.
All right,
So much for the teleportation. I guess we're flying there.
you can cast teleport in the air while you're on his back.
Okay. I'll make sure I ask him if he's okay if we teleport there instead of flying.
But of course,
Okay.
we dragons, we live and breathe magic.
All right. So I've already checked off my 7th and 8th level spell slots. One to get there and one to get back.
All right, you guys vanish in a flash of light from the middle of the sky, and you reappear deep below grounds outside Modron's ancient white stone temple.
Hey, Elwin, mention to him that it is Modron that we know, because Modron is friend of dragons.
Oh, okay.
You caught that.
I'll let him know.
I was wondering if anyone caught that. Okay, Kildrak, or not, Feldorn. So you're walking off with Sigma 2. Alright. And you're tracing down Armeg. With your shadow attached to him, it doesn't take very long for you to come upon him. You find him in the corner of a tavern, nursing what seems to have been, his like, 5th or 6th drink of the day. He's got blood flowing down the side of his head, like crusted up blood, as like he suffered a head injury. Not a brutal one, but just like and his armor is blackened and tarnished, and he's covered in soot and grime. He looks pretty worn out.
Like, who the hell fucked this guy up?
He turns and he looks, and he sees Hoger Sigma 2, and he says, "Melish," and he kind of like salutes. He says, like, "What news of the king? We royal soldiers have been faithfully trying to extinguish the flames that have been burning through the capital city." And then he sees you, Feldorn, for the first time. He says, "Oh fuck."
I'm like, yeah, remember me and how your guards beat the shit out of me when I was complying very faithfully and quietly in the back of your little wagon?
He says, You were a known dangerous magic caster, which was illegal within our borders.
Doesn't mean you have to beat the shit out of me. Especially when I'm already complying with you and willingly going with you as I'm being arrested for something I didn't even do.
He says, Your allies escaped, and you eventually escaped.
You gave me no choice. You tried many times to kill me. You think I was just to sit there and be killed by you?
Hoger kind of leans in and says,
Were you mistreating official royal prisoners?
Armeg is, go ahead and roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, he's like shitting his pants. He's like seeing Hoger there, and you around it, and just being in the completely worn out condition that he's in. He kind of he drops his guard. He trembles a little bit. You swear you can see his pants being darkened a little, and he says, I was doing my duty, but please forgive me." And he drops down to one knee. He says, "I have erred, my lord." Hoger turns to you and says,
A court-martial in the Dwarven army is very strict. It calls for 5 days in the stocks, expelling from the armed forces, strip of all title, honor, and back pay.
he looks at you and says,
What would you have us do?
As a player, would I have realized that he was a well-trained warrior and fought well?
Armeg? Yeah, you
Yes.
fought him. You guys fought him initially.
And he did fight well, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I look at Steroid Boy and I go, being neutral good and not really wanting to humiliate him further, thinking he's gotten enough humiliation, especially since he's been suffering all this time with the side effects of the Shadowhound.
Mhm.
I look and I'm like, Perhaps that is a harsh thing. Uh, but I may have something to pass through you as maybe recompense to us. We own a keep of our own, and we have soldiers that we would like to be trained. Your man here fought well and looks like a well-trained soldier. Perhaps you can lend him to us for a while to train our soldiers for free.
Seems a fitting consequence for his actions. Just Armig, you are under the authority of these travelers, specifically of this one here.
Armig kind of nods, still on one knee. He says, "Of course, sir. I'll follow me commands."
Very good.
So Hoger turns and starts walking away. Feldorn, make a perception check. Okay. You hear Armeg kind of whispering underneath his breath a little bit as Hoger starts walking away, but it's too far away for you to really make out what he said.
Very loudly I say, "Huh? What's that? Speak up, please."
Just,
Why, nothing, of course, sir.
As I walk up to him, I kind of put my arm around him, and since obviously nobody really noticed that I'm missing a shadow, as I get close to him and his shadow kind of touches me, my shadow hound comes back.
okay. Alright. He leans into you, and he's like staring you in the eyes. He says,
Fucking darky.
I like, I guess we could start training by having you teach our lowly soldiers how to clean a latrine.
he says, he's kind of caught in a hard place, but he says,
Fucking dark elves.
he's going with you, but he's not happy about it.
As I'm walking back with him to the king's chamber, or to wherever he needs to go to pack his things, I tell him, "Look, you fought well and you did your job. I didn't like the way I was treated by you and your men. We don't have to be enemies, and we can sure be friends. I have no other quarrel with you other than the way you treated me. If you apologize, I may let you go."
Persuasion check.
Guess not.
He kind of leans back and he says,
I'll be buggered up the arse before I fucking apologize to a darky.
Oh, you'll be apologizing. Don't you worry, you'll be apologizing.
Alright. He goes off and starts packing his things.
Because as soon as I get another level, I want to see if I can sleight of hand like one of his possessions while I'm in his room with him.
Alright, roll it. Okay. Yeah. He's definitely he acknowledges your authority just because he's a soldier, but he doesn't like it. He definitely has some anger issues and some deep-seated racism.
But I do manage to like steal something that he doesn't notice.
Yes. You grab.
Well, just something that belongs to him. That's like a personal item to him.
Yeah. You grab a picture frame. A picture frame with you see a couple of sketched dwarven characters, one male, one female.
And with that, I tell him where we're at and where to meet us. And I walk off. As I'm making my way back to the king's chamber, can I roll Arcana or something to see if I notice any kind of magic in this amulet that the demon had?
The demon head?
Yeah.
This is a very odd item. It's swirling with like some kind of energy, but there's enough emeraldine in the area that you're pretty sure there's nothing arcane about it. It's a different type of power altogether. But what it does, it looks like a crystallized droplet of blood, but the blood is still just swirling.
I'll let Euphemia identify it whenever we get a chance.
All right, over to Euphemia. You're searching the room, right?
Yes. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay. So you head off with a couple of attendants, and that you find the room. It's a very simple quarters. Go ahead and roll me 3 investigate checks.
Investigate. One, 2, or 3.
Oh wow.
I have big investigate.
Okay. So you go searching through the room, and it seems pretty simple. There's not a lot of personal belongings there. But as you keep looking through, you get the feeling that she was trying to keep up appearances. She was trying to make a deliberate, very conscientious effort to seem normal, to seem like a normal human being. She's obviously
Yeah,
been maintaining a
I'm
cover
trying
for a
to
while.
find any, like, real good hiding spots. Things that no one would look in.
Yeah. Working out for a while, you find eventually a piece of some mortar work in a stone, very low on the ground, off in a corner, like behind a door. The mortar the mortar seems to be a little bit newer than the mortar around it, but just slightly around a particular single brick.
I'm to look at it, make sure it's not trapped.
Okay. You don't detect any kind of latch or trigger mechanism or anything. It just looks like a brick that has been replaced, but so the mortar looks a little bit fresher than around it. And
Okay,
again,
well, I'll get out one of my knives and
yeah.
slowly pull it out. Make sure that I don't hear anything that would click or something.
Okay, hacking your way through it.
I didn't want to hack.
Well, yeah, but just slowly, deliberately slicing your way through it, you're able to eventually free the brick and pull it out. And behind it, you find a simple, broken, not a broken, but like simple. It looks like a window pane, like a piece of glass, but it's not rectangular. It looks like it's very abstractly shaped. I don't have a picture.
Kind of like a jewel.
No,
Where
it's
it's not
it's like a
thin, but
flat
it's-
piece of glass, but it looks like it's
Oh,
been
it's flat?
broken.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a flat piece of glass.
It looks like it's just a broken piece of glass.
Yeah, but it's fairly large. It's not just like a splintered shard. It's probably about the size of a half sheet
And
of
that's all
paper.
that was in there.
Yes.
And I can't... Do I get any arcane sense from it?
Are you
Since I
trying?
can't cast spells? Yeah.
You gather that it's probably a lot more than it just appears to be. But with all the emeralds
Oh, yeah.
infusing this area, you can't really identify it or anything.
Okay, so... I was gonna say if I was gonna roll an arcane check or something.
Yeah, there's nothing to test here.
Then I will wrap it a couple of times in some very thick cloth and store it so I can identify it.
Okay.
But I didn't find anything else.
Nope, that's all. Alright.
Okay.
Killjack, what were you doing?
Waiting on
Oh.
the council to make a decision.
After, about 20 minutes of deliberation, they come back to you, the trio. And Roesia speaks for them. She says, Sir Killjack, we have heard your proposal. We have seen the evidence with our own eyes. And we have acknowledged that we have indeed, as a people, been taken in. The Royal Council has decided that should the god Modrin either appear or we be given evidence of his continued existence, we will participate with you fully.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I want to take a long rest then. That's what I want. I want to go find a bed.
Okay.
Ask for a bed.
Yeah, it's pretty late in the evening. The group, you guys all begin to relax. They start cleaning up. There's obviously a lot of blood and gore. The throne room has just been drenched. It looks like a serial murder scene, like something out of Dexter. So they start cleaning it. You guys go head off. They show you to your own chambers, to baths, to all this stuff. Again, the city is coated in emeraldine, so you guys can't do anything magical, but you do enjoy the creature comforts that they have available for you here in the palace.
I tell them that the only reason they could disturb me is if Elwyn returns or another demon attacks.
Okay. Very good.
And I ask them to disturb me if Elwyn.
Got it. All right. Quigley and Darius likewise find rooms, and everyone else, and Karen is a little bit aloof. He doesn't seem very comfortable in like luxurious surroundings. So he and his other blood hunters, the two blood hunters, they kind of make their way off, and they kind of want to stay more outdoors. Elwyn, are you back yet?
Deimos.
Not yet. He's not back yet. Go on.
Deimos requests from Karen that if any news comes about the cat.
Of course, she says. But it's only been half a day since Silas left.
But
so.
we know how distraught Deimos is.
Yeah, Deimos is freaking out about it, and Karen just kind of tries to comfort his old friend. Deimos and Karen go back decades. They've experienced many adventures and experiences together. So yeah, Deimos and Karen. Just
I gotta go AFK. I gotta go AFK right now. So.
All right.
One thing I'd like to do is, after I've looked at that room, I would like to ask access to their vault of chicken magical items.
Okay. The counselors are certainly willing to give you access within reason to the royal treasures. There's of course obviously valued
I'm talking about the
artifacts
ones that they
and
expect
heirlooms.
from other people.
Okay. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
That's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. I don't know. I don't know all the magic items in D&D.
Okay. Here, I am...
But I would like to get something. Because I need a new item.
Feldorn looks for a sunblade. Or a sun sword.
A sun sword?
Oh, so you're just taking my idea?
Here, Euphemia. Can you click on that?
What?
I linked it in chat.
In chat?
Magic items.
I didn't see anything. Last thing that says is user has gone AFK Elwyn.
Sorry, I'm back.
Can you guys see the link that I put in chat? Magic items?
It's just all
Oh,
blank.
there we go. Oh, it's blank.
Give it a second to load. It should be able to load. You might have to open the book. In your modules, I made the Dungeon Master's Guide available to you.
Okay, modules are attempted to use is not loaded.
You have to open the book.
Library.
Yeah, library, modules, Dungeon Master's Guide. Open the book and then you should be able to look at the magic items. Alright, Elwyn. You teleport, Light, and Sigma 3 teleport outside the Dwarven Temple. You can't get in.
We can't get in.
Because the only way to open it is with Kildrak's hammer, the door.
I thought you could put a teleport thing in there.
They put it
Yeah,
outside.
he put a teleport thing in.
I put it outside of the temple.
Yeah, you couldn't put
I
it
thought
inside.
you put one inside too near. Oh. I mean, wouldn't Kildrak have realized that and have given him the hammer?
I don't know, would Killjack ever realize that? You guys
Probably not.
you guys are standing outside this door, and Light kind of looks at you and says, "Well, Elf, what comes next?"
Well, shit. Give me a second.
I must admit, I do not like the looks of this location. There is no sky for me to take off into and spread my glorious wings.
Well, here. I mean, I have to go back. I forgot the key.
Perhaps we should just knock.
Yeah, that could work. With your mighty strength, would you knock loud enough for Modron to hear us?
He stands very straight and tall and lets out a bellowing draconic roar. It just echoes off the cavern walls and this deep, dark cavern that you're in. It kind of reverberates through the area and that kind of stuff. Roll me a perception check. Okay. It takes a full 15 to 20 seconds for the reverberations and the echoes of Light's magnificent dragon roar to kind of fade away. Almost too long. You're sitting there thinking. It's like the echo might not have been completely an echo. You almost think that maybe something similar sounding was far off in the distance, like responding or reacting to his call or something like that. It's just this nagging feeling in the back of your mind that roar just it lingered in the cavern for too long.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Sigma 3 to stay close to me in case we need to make a quick exit.
Yeah, but at that point, a few it takes a couple of minutes, but then the door cracks open, and you see the familiar face of an old, ragged-looking dwarf, kind of hunched over, kind of like wrinkly skin and that kind of stuff. Not very confident looking. As he opens his door, he says, "What the fuck was that? Sounded like a dragon's roar." He's like, "Oh, elf, and you bring friends." Then he sees Light. He says,
I do.
"You brought a dragon."
I had a runtime error. Let me get back in.
He looks up at you and says, You're you're not truly a natural-born dragon, are you? But a dragon nonetheless." He reaches out and he strokes Light's neck. And Light, previously haughty and proud, as soon as Modron makes contact with him, he just kind of like rubs into it, kind of like a dog would when you pet a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And Thorasir, you hear him whispering back and forth to Light in Draconic. "It's good to see you, friend. It's been long since I've seen one of your kind." Alright, he turns to you and says, "Well, elf, how can I be of service to you?"
Well, my friends and I made you a promise that we would look into the troubles of these lands, and may I present to you one of the elite guards of the king. We discovered that a demon had taken control of his mind, but we were able to defeat the demon with their help. And your people need your guidance.
Sigma 3 kind of looks him over and says, "You didn't look like anything special down, do you?" And Thorasir looks over her and says,
Aye, lassie. I do not. I am an old man. Tell me, as a dwarf, do you really wish to hear from and reach out to Modrin, your god? I need to hear it from you, not from the elf. What do you truly want?
Sigma 3 pauses for a moment, just kind of caught off guard. And you see some of the veneer of toughness just kind of like fade away for a little bit. And she says, when I was a wee girl, my mother told me stories of the gods, of Modrin, of his goodness, and of how he provided and cared for and guided his people. I learned all the stories once. I used to pretend to be one of his servants, one of his scions, fighting off demons and enemies and orcs. But as I grew older, that went away. As the reality of the world kind of set in, and the terror of these last few years. But, if I'm honest, yes. Yes, if Modrin were alive, I would dearly, dearly wish to know him. And as she says that, you can see Thorusir, the cloudy look in his eyes, and like the kind of withered, depressed kind of demeanor on his just begin to fade a little bit. And he says, and like a half a smile cracks his lips. And he says, "Aye." He says, "Aye, Elwyn, I'll accompany you." All right.
Thank you. So, let's go. Do you need to gather anything from this place?
He smiles. He says, he looks down and he doesn't really have anything with him, but then he claps his hands together, and just like a simple pack appears. He says, "I've got all I need."
Good. I'll make sure everyone's enough together, and I will cast my teleport spell. Get back to Deimos's butt hairs.
Okay. You guys are on the outskirts of Vordum. For the sake of time, you guys fly your way back in. Well, actually, you can't carry both of them. But
The dragon can.
yeah. Modrin's kind of traveling with you. And he says, as he's riding lights back, he's having a really good time. All of a sudden, his half a smile turns to this huge grin as he's riding lights back. And you can see he's got a real kinship with the dragon. And the dragon is responding very, very respectfully and very well. After you guys do a few laps and a few flybys over the city, Modrin turns to you and says, It's time to go about our serious work. Come." He puts his hand on your shoulder, and all of you vanish, and the dragon and Sigma 3 appear inside the castle. Okay.
Cool.
Alright, so everyone, at this point,
As soon as I see Kildrak, I'm gonna tell him.
Yeah.
I forgot your hammer, dude.
The guards go off. They wake Kildrak up.
What were you saying to me?
They bring Kildrak. The guards kind of like come and pull you out of bed and wake you up and say that Elwyn has returned.
I follow.
Okay. Go ahead, Elwyn.
As soon as I see him, I'm gonna say, "I forgot your hammer, dude.
My ham
I couldn't open the door."
kind of. Oh, I give him the maul. Wait, that hammer, right?
Yeah, but it's all right. We got through anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Thought you were saying like you left my hammer at base or something.
No, they just couldn't open the door. All right. So Modron has returned to Vortum. And his presence there has kind of there's talk and there's a lot of whispers and stuff around. It's kind of late at night, but the people who see him they're doubtful. But over the course of the next few days, as you guys begin to talk with him, and as you reestablish the people's confidence in him, as Modron, he starts doing some minor miracles, just proving his existence, and he begins to win the people back over. It's some time goes by. I'm gonna fast forward the time frame here. We're gonna call it 5 days, 5-6 days. You guys are all rested up. The people have come over to your way of thinking. Your wounds are all healed. And the deconstruction of all the Emeraldine structures and all the old way of thinking that the king had set into place has begun. Modron, the worship of Modron is being evangelized throughout the city, and you expect it to start taking over into the whole country at large eventually, and Modron seems to be slowly and gradually being restored to his former self. He comes to you one day, Kildrak. This is Thorus here, obviously an avatar of Modron, an aspect of Modron, and he says, Kildrak, he says, I thank you for what you have done, renewing the faith of the dwarven people in me. He says, but I hope you know that this is not over. With my growing power, I will inevitably gain the attention of the demons who are indeed waging war upon the gods. I'll do all I can to aid you, but the war is heated, and I am still far too weak. Whatever you're doing, be about it quickly. Your purpose is a good one.
As you command.
Okay, so we'll pick it up here next week. You guys have liberated Vortum from the influence of a demon. One last scene. Okay, Euphemia. As the week progresses, enough Emeraldine has been cleared away that you're able to find a corner, an area of the city where you're free enough to be able to investigate this glass, this looking glass, this pane of glass that you found.
She'll also be able to do that, and then because I would have handed it to her to identify whenever she got a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, just so you know, my thing crashed completely.
Okay. That's fine. We can finish
The
this
book,
up.
killed it.
We can finish up over voice. And in the monster manual or in the Dungeon Master's guide, if you find any magic items,
Magic item?
yeah, make a
Okay,
list
I'll
of
tell
magic
you.
items and let me know what you're thinking of.
Okay.
Just pick 2 or 3 of them. You look at the glass and you're just playing around with it, tinkering around with it. You figure that there's enough Emeraldine been cleared away that you might be able to activate it. You're working with an identify spell. You're not really able to determine. There's still some interference in the area. But as you're working with it, all of a sudden it comes to life, and you see yourself viewing into another room. You see a room almost reflected through the glass.
I'm gonna
And
hold it kind of sideways so you can't see my face.
well, if you could see into it, whatever was inside it could see back.
Okay, too late.
Too late.
Okay.
And you see the face of a red-haired halfling. Just you see, first of all,
hey, shit brain.
as you activate it, you see the back of his head, but he kind of pauses, and he turns around, and he's gazing right at you. His eyes piercing through the glass and straight at you.
I'm gonna give him the Ellis stray finger, which is like worse than the regular finger.
And you see a slow, wicked-looking grin spread across his face, and he says, "Hello, love. It seems you really did miss me."
You know, I killed you once.
Smash it.
I'm gonna kill you
Smash
again.
it. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it.
Only a matter of time.
He says, "I'm looking forward to it." Okay, and that's where we'll end it.
I thought we were going to have to deal with the red-haired female halfling, so I thought there was something further to do with the council.
Where did you see this?
This is in the glass that Euphemia found inside the demon's quarters.
I
Oh,
guess
might-
that it was a
I wasn't here for
or it was a communication item. That's why I wrapped it in glass. Or in
I think
Wow.
it's a shard
when I found it.
of one of that. It's a shard of that mirror or whatever that mirror of dimensions
mirror?
or something in the DM's guide. There's a mirror in the DM's guide that can hold up like to 9 creatures in separate rooms, so this might be a shard of that.
Oh, well, it was kind of obvious. That's why I was trying to keep it under wraps.
That was cool. It's gonna be awesome to use spells again.
Yeah, the Elmerdine is being cleared out. Okay, so next week you guys have to figure out what you want to do. You guys have several, obviously, directions you can go. Deimos' cat is still missing, and there's a whole story
Oh, that's
arc in that
priority number
direction.
1.
It's probably gonna be the Deimos cat, especially if Deimos is here. If Deimos is not
Clovis,
here, we're gonna go do other things.
Clovis has, you've gathered his attention. So just the pattern so far. The demon you just killed, Celise, and the admiral that you fought over in this over in Waterdeep, those were all servants of Clovis, demons that he had placed in key positions to subvert countries and to basically disrupt them, tearing them away from the gods and towards more an atmosphere of chaos or something that's more usable to the demons' purposes. So this is Clovis's MO so far.
Sounds good.
Make
See you next
sense?
week, man.
All right,
All right. Thanks.
catch you guys next week.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yep. Take care.
User disconnected.